In this quick guide, we'll cover the top 5 4-star characters in Genshin Impact that you should get and build as soon as possible, whether you are free to play or a whale. Building characters takes a lot of resources, and after 3 years of grinding and testing, most of my 4-stars got benched the moment I pulled for stronger 5-stars. All except these 5 characters that I still use on my best teams even today. They are powerful, versatile, meta-relevant even at C0, and amazing for both early and late game. Some are even completely free or guaranteed with no luck required. We'll go over what makes them so good, how to build them, and a bonus tip for beginners and free-to-play players at the end, so make sure you stick around for that. Hello, welcome to Genshin Filter, your quick guide for everything Genshin. So let's get started! Starting off strong with Bennett, a pyro support so meta-defining he is still considered the real pyro archon. His skill is a quick power slash for energy generation. You can also hold it, but it takes time and don't do much damage, so stick with the top version. Inside his burst, the cooldown of the skill tab drops to 2 seconds, letting him become a great pyro battery. His burst creates a circular field on the ground that heals the active character up to 70% and gives the biggest attack buff in the game, which is scale on Bennett's base attack, and can only be raised with his level and weapon base attack stat. If you get his C1, that attack buff applies to all HP levels, making him even easier to use. When leveling his talents, just focus on his burst. His best weapons are Aquila Favonia or Skyward's Blade, as they give a great amount of base attack, or you can go for any Yard Sword to help his energy needs. For artifacts, use the 4-piece Noblesse Oblige for the team attack boost, or Instructor for 120 ER buff if you're using him in reaction teams. For main stats, go for energy recharge on the sand. Aim for around 200 ER. HP on the goblet, and healing bonus or HP on the circlet. For substats, prioritize getting enough ER, then HP. His best performing teams are Mavuika Melt, Alakino Melt, Kinich Burning, Navia Hyper Carry, and Risley Melt, but he's really a best in slot with almost any attack scaling carry. At the time of this video release, he's available in Paimon's shop during May and November for 34 Star Glider, which you can earn just by wishing on any banner. If you have enough, I highly encourage you to buy him, and if you're just a few Star Glider short, it might even be worth pulling on the banner to reach 34, especially if you use an attack scaling DPS. Otherwise, you can get him from the standard banner or the limited banner when he returns. What is better than Bennett? How about 2 Bennetts? Iansan is an electro support from Natlan, who's like Bennett gives a great attack buff and can also hold a Center City set to boost the team's damage, which makes them very competitive. Her skill puts her into the Night Soul state and gives energy. Using a normal attack right after her skill gives her 20% attack and faster Night Soul generation while moving, to help maintain her burst buff. Her burst grants a large attack buff that, unlike Bennett's, scales off her total attack. The buff decays over time, but can be maintained by moving continuously with your characters. When leveling her talents, just focus on her burst. Her best weapons are the Favonius Lance and Tamayurate no Wanashi, which both offer strong attack and energy recharge. You can also go with any ER pull-up to help with her energy needs. Her best artifact is the 4-piece Hero of the Center City, which provides 40% elemental damage to the team. For main stats, use attack or energy recharge on the sand. Aim for around 180 ER. Attack on the goblet and attack on the circlet. For substats, prioritize getting enough ER, then attack. Her best performing teams are Veresa Overload, Mavuika Melt, Chaska Rainbow, Kinich Burning, and Chlorend Overload. She is especially good with Natlan or Plunge carries, which designed around movement while attacking. She is a fantastic Bennett alternative, or you can pair them together for a massive attack boost. She will probably be rewound alongside Veresa or other Electro DPS, so be on the lookout for that next limited banner. Or you can try your luck on the standard banner. Next up, we have Xiangling, a pyro sub DPS that can deliver some of the highest off-field AoE damage in the game. Her skill summons Guoba, a little panda who breathes fire and generates energy. When he leaves the field, he drops a pepper that gives 10% attack to whoever picks it up. Her burst, Pyronado, spins around the active character, dealing constant damage in a wide AoE. It has no internal cooldown, which means every hit applies pyro, making it the best off-field pyro application in the game. Her burst also snapshots, which is a rare mechanic where all the buffs active at the talent casting time are locked in for the full duration, even after the buffs expired. This makes her an amazing partner for both Bennett and Iansan, whose max buff apply instantly and stay locked into Pyronado even if their buffs are gone or decayed. When leveling her talents, focus on her burst and then her skill. Her best weapons are Engulfing Lightning and the Catch, which is an incredibly strong weapon you can get and refine completely for free by just fishing in Inazuma, and it gives the ER and burst damage. You can also go with any ER or offensive crit pull-out. Her best artifact set is the 4-piece emblem of Silver Fate to boost her burst damage. For main stats, use energy recharge on the sand, aim for around 200 ER, power damage or attack on the goblet, and crit rate or damage on the circlet. For substats, prioritize getting enough ER, then crit and attack. Her best performing teams are Arlecchino Monopyro, Kinich Burning, Navia Hypercarry, Chlorand Overload, and Risley Melt. Her amazing damage, application, and snapshot makes her one of the best options for almost any carry that needs Pyro on the team. You can get her completely for free by clearing Spiral Abyss Floor 3 or from Paimon Shop in January and July. Or you can get her from the standard banner or the limited banner the next time she's on. Next up we have Fischl, an Electro sub DPS with incredible off-field damage that excels in reaction teams. Her skills summon Oz, her Raven, who stays on the field and shoots electro projectiles at enemies. It deals great damage, applies electro, and generates energy. You can also reuse the skill to reposition Oz if needed. Fischl Ascension 4 lets Oz fire an extra electro strike when your on-field character triggers an electro reaction, adding even more damage. Her burst deals initial electro damage and immediately brings Oz back, as if casting a skill again. Like Xiangling's Pyronator, Oz also snapshots, locking in buffs from Bennett and Iansan for his full duration, even if those buffs expired. When leveling her talents, focus on her skill and then her burst. Her best weapons are any bow with crit rate or damage. A great free-to-play option is the Stringless, which boosts EM and skill damage. Her best artifact set is the 4-piece Golden Troop, boosting her skill damage up to 70%. For main stats, use attack or EM on the Sense, electro damage or attack on the Goblet, and crit rate or damage on the Circlet. For substats, focus on crit, then attack, and then EM. Her best performing teams are Movika Overload, Nuvilette Electrocharge, Arlecchino Overload, Chlorand Quick Bloom, and Alhaitham Spread. She fits extremely well with any carry that needs off-field electro on the team, especially with Dendro thanks to the quicken reaction triggering a passive. You can get her from Paimon Shop in January and July alongside Xiangling. Otherwise, you can get her from the standard or limited banner the next time she is on. Before we move to the last character, I want to quickly highlight two characters who didn't make the list but easily could have, depending on your account. They are incredibly valuable, especially for newer or midway players. My first mention is Xingqiu, which is one of the strongest off-field Hydro sub DPS in the game. His skill creates rain swords that reduce damage taken, heal slightly, and provide interruption resistance. His burst enhances those swords, letting him fire high damage coordinated Hydro attack whenever you use normal attacks, delivering the best Hydro application in the game, even while he is off-field, or even just a high damage sub DPS for any teams who uses normal attacks. The only reason he is not on the main list is if you already have both Yelan and Furina. If you only have one of them, Xingqiu remains a top tier option. And you can even get him for free on the Lanterns Rite event every year, or buy him from Paimon Shop in March and September. My second mention is Kuki Shinobu, an electro healer who became meta-defining after the release of Dendro. Her skill creates a ring around the active character that heals and deals electro damage, and it's one of the best ways in the game to trigger Hyper Bloom, with scale only of Elemental Mastery, making it both powerful and free to play to build. She's not on the main list because outside of Alhaitham, most carry you will pull for or build your team around won't rely on Hyper Bloom. But early or mid game, Kuki's Hyper Bloom teams are some of the strongest and most affordable teams you can build. Lastly, we have Chevreuse, a support who gives amazing buff when used in pure Overload teams. When pairing only Pyro and Electro characters and triggering the Overload reaction, she activates her Ascension 1 and reduces the Pyro and Electro resistance by 40%, boosting the character's elemental damage, not just the Overload reaction. Her skill, when tapped, fires a shot that activates healing for the active character, scaling off her HP. When Overload is triggered before using her skill, it creates an overcharge ball that fires when holding the skill, granting an attack buff that based off her max HP up to 40%. Her burst deals AoE pyro damage and provides small crowd control. When leveling her talents, focus on her skill and then her burst. Her best weapons are the Favonius Lance and the Dialogue of the Desert Sages, which help her energy needs. You can also go with other HP pull-arm options you have. Her best artifact set is the 4-piece Noblesse Oblige for the team attack boost, or the Song of Days Past if Noblesse is already on someone else like Bennett. For main stats, go for HP or energy recharge on the sand. Aim for around 160 ER. HP on the Goblet or HP or healing bonus on the Circlet. For substats, get enough ER first and then HP. Her best performing teams are with Varessa, Mavuika, Arlecchino, Chlorand, and Raiden. She works great with any Pyro and Electro characters, and can be a strong alternative to Bennett or paired with him for incredible buffing. She is usually rerun alongside an Electro or Pyro DPSs, so be on the lookout for that next limited banner, or try your luck on the standard banner. As promised, here is a bonus tip that can really help beginners and free-to-play players, who might still not have strong 5-star units. With just the characters that we covered in this video with no limited 5 stars, you can build extremely powerful teams like Overload, Vaporize, Overvape, Electrocharge and even Hyperbloom. By building the Dendro Traveler, who is completely free and comes with fully unlockable constellations. With this roster you can even build 2 strong teams for both sides of the abyss, fully capable of clearing anything the game throws at you with enough investment. You may have noticed this list includes no main DPS characters, and that's no accident. When it comes to 4 stars, the one that stays relevant for the long term are almost always supports and off-field DPS units. The reality is that most 4 stars designed to be carries are not that strong, as Xingqiu tend to reserve the strongest carry designs for the limited 5-star units, to keep them desirable and feeling powerful. So while you can absolutely build a 4-star carry that you love, if we are talking meta efficiency, your main DPS should usually be a 5-star. And so these 7 characters are the backbone of every strong account. They are strong, flexible, easy to build, and some are even easy to get. So I truly recommend getting and building them as soon as possible. They are likely to stay in your favorite list for a long time. And that's a wrap. If this video helped you in any way, consider giving it a like and subscribe for more Field the Guides. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!